Greetings, family. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Waking Butterfly Readings. As you see, I'm doing a request celebrity readings on the one and only, the late Whitney Houston. She really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give the sister one anyway. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was an American singer and actress, nicknamed The Voice. She is one of the best selling music artists at all times with sales of over 200 million records worldwide. Whitney was born August 9, 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, and she passed away February 11, 2012 at the Beverly Hills, California hotel in the bathroom. She was found in the bathtub, deceased. And many of you know the rest. And she only had one living child when she passed, and unfortunately, her daughter passed away the same way she did. So make that make sense. This video won't be long. I just pretty much want to shed a little light on anything concerning the late Whitney Houston, anything the Spirit wants us to know about Whitney during her, as far as events that was leading up to her death. Inquiring minds want to know. Whatever you see and hear in this reading about the late Whitney Houston, it is not facts. It is allegedly, and this is for entertainment purpose only. A lot of people don't really care for that word entertainment, but it is what it is. I have to protect my channel, and you know, due to the fact that this information is not facts, I have to say, allegedly as well as for entertainment purpose only. But I am led by the Spirit. I thank you all for taking the time to watch. Please hit that like. Definitely subscribe to your sister. I appreciate you. I do celebrity readings as well as missing person and crime readings, which I will be getting back to the first of the year. You know I took a little break because your sister had a little cold and I wanted to rest up and get back grounded. So that's why I took a little, time out, which is always needed. So let's get with this reading on Whitney Houston. All right, with this reading right here, I'm going to be using my homemade deck. Trying to see which one I want to start off using real quick. Whatever you see and hear in this reading, it is not my opinion. Okay, family? I'm definitely going to use my Hollywood celebrity reading deck. I'm definitely going to use this one. I'm going to start off. Let me see. I had to make this a two-part because it's so thick. I'm constantly adding onto my decks. So let me see something. Which one I want to start off using. And once again, I'm just setting my attention. Anything the Spirit wants to know about Whitney Houston, as far as widow events played out, anyone that could be involved, just whatever the Spirit wants to know. Okay, that's what this reading is going to be about. I'm just going to be open to the Spirit, and whatever comes out, comes out. And remember, it is a legend. That's my spirit guides to connect with Whitney Houston spirit guides, seeking clarity about Whitney Houston. Anything spirit want us to know about the surrounding events that led up to her death. Now let me say this. Before Whitney had passed, she was seeing Ray J. Okay, Whitney and Ray J were dating during the time that she passed, and um, everybody know that she has had some past history with drugs. Okay, because she was definitely struggling um, due to not only substance abuse but drugs as well. Okay, but it's a lot of um, it's still a lot of gossip, shall I say. People are talking, the conspiracy theories are out there, and people have their opinion, and they're right to their opinions. A lot of people feel like she was murdered, and I have my feelings as well, but I'm gonna leave that out of this. I'm letting the spirit do the talking. Okay, that's what this reading's about. I'm letting the spirit do the talking. Okay. A lot did come out here, family. Let's get with it. And let me say this also. Let me say this also now. Bobby Brown's sister, I forgot her name, Leola Brown. I think that's her name. Well, she has been known to speak out about, you know, um, trying to speak about Whitney's death and everything. And I do remember Leola Brown mentioning something about what she saw in the autopsy, and also she mentioned, well, as far as the autopsy finding, and also she mentioned that Whitney, body was bruised up as well, and they didn't come out in the public. I mean, they didn't come out, publicly, as far as Whitney body being bruised. So I thought that was very interesting. That let you know it's definitely more that was going on than meets the eye. And even though that's Leola Brown, speaking her truth as far as things that she may have seen and heard, um, as well as she saw the actual autopsy. But this right here is going to back her up as well. Let me just say that, because I was not there, but God was. Now, with that being said, a lot of this right here is just a random messages, family. But you already know what time it is. If you know Whitney's history, shall I say, a lot of this would make sense to you, okay? And remember, these are timelines, different events that have been played out in Whitney's life, and you can get an idea how things kind of led up to the unthinkable. Okay, let's get with it. It has here around the wrong crowd, toxic and foolish. So according to the spirit, whomever Whitney was around, okay, even Ray J, these individuals did not have her highest good. Okay, they did not have her best interests. Now, this is how somebody's, as far as on the outside, their mindset, distract them, put the blame on someone else. Ain't that interesting? Distract them, put the blame on someone else. So the unthinkable happened to Whitney, but somebody was around her that was very distracted. And they have here put the blame on somebody else. That's interesting. Or you could say Whitney was very distracted. And the person that was around her should have been somebody that should have been questioned thoroughly. The need to distance yourself from negative, toxic people or loved ones. Question other lover friend. Now, at that time, Ray J was her lover. I don't know anything about Whitney seeing anybody else. So, who else was there that was a friend of Ray J's? A lot of people said that, the drug dealer was there. But anyway, question other lover friend. And let me say this: the industry is known for putting people in celebrities' lives. They call them handlers, and these are individuals that watch them. Okay, they watch them, and they watch them very close, and they go back to the person that gave them that job, if you know what I mean. Okay, many people feel like that individual was Clive Davis, but anyway, I digress. Street thug, stranger, up to no good. So this is interesting. So somebody was there also that was considered as a street thug. Maybe Spirit saying Ray J was a street thug. But whoever this individual was, they was up to no good. That was around her. I'm going to start moving a little faster, okay, family? Revealing, you found out about their secret and confronted them. So it looks like Whitney found out about a secret about somebody and something jumped off. Fighting back, cannot stand my ground, feels powerless. Now, this doesn't sound like somebody that, accidentally drowned in a bathtub. This is someone else in a conflict with somebody. Fighting back, cannot stand my ground, feels powerless. Inebriated, drunk, intoxicated. Relates to a past crime event. Someone was murdered senseless. Their location, will know soon their body. Now, when I do readings about the missing, this will let me know that not only will the person be found, but also the location. So it's something about Whitney's the location of her body. Okay, um, for me to get this right here, this can let me know that you know not only was she found deceased in the bathroom, according to, you know, what they're telling us, because we all are going by what they're telling us. They're telling us that she was found in the bathtub, okay? Or was she found somewhere else and she was placed in the bathtub? We only know what they're telling us. This speaks about location. A person can be moved, and scenes can be staged. When drinking and the truth comes out. Now this right here says past event. And the spirit is talking. Let me just say that. And it has here concerning the past event. This is playing the part. Drugs. And remember we saw that card that said street thug, stranger up to no good. Could have been a drug dealer that was around. That was a friend of her lover. Remember this? Question other. It says question other lover friend. Who is this person right here? Question other lover friend. And then it has this right here. Who is that? Look like to me something jumped off. Something jumped off. But anyway, drugs. It has here, this is a picture of money, and you see also a tombstone. So at the end of the day, when it comes to these celebrities, they are worth more money when they are deceased. Okay? So due to her death, a lot of people got paid. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Being moved to a new location. So the Spirit is letting us know that Whitney did not die in the tub, okay? Whatever jumped off somewhere in that hotel, but they moved her body to the bathtub, okay? They could have filled it up with water or whatever the case may be, because according to her her ex-sister-in-law at the time, Leola Brown, she said that Whitney body had bruises on her body. Okay, so that's the one that's been in the altercation. And if that's been the case, this makes sense. Being moved to a new location. The incident happened there, okay? It happened there, but her body was moved to the bathtub. This was a staged event. So yeah, she was definitely murdered. And I truly believe Ray J knows. He trying to cover his ass, okay, allegedly, but I truly believe that he knows. I saw a TMZ video, I remember, and he was trying to sneak out of the hotel as though he trying to distance himself from this situation. Trapped and stuck. No one is around, not seen or heard outside of off the road. Now, we know that Whitney was not found outside of the road. It's the key words that I look for. What stands out to me is trapped and stuck. So I feel like whatever went down, family, no one else was around as far as hearing Whitney scream, as far as hearing the argument that was going on. Okay, I feel like she was trapped and she couldn't get out of that situation. That's interesting. At the end of the day, this is playing a part right here. Around the wrong crowd, toxic and foolish. She wasn't around people that had her best interests, okay? Whitney was around people that was, pretty much thinking of their own interest and what they can get out of being around her, if you know what I mean. She's pretty much, an easy target as far as being used. The spirit told me I don't have to shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled. I'm going to continue. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I truly believe that Ray J was her handler. Okay, pretty much just going, pretty much being the yes friend, if you know what I mean. Even when he see that, she was doing things that probably wasn't for her highest good, he was pretty much, just going along with it, long as he was getting something out of it, if you know what I mean. Okay, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ray J was doing a little, dipping and doing a little snorting himself. He was hanging around with a megastar. When a friend breaks your trust, no loyalty in them. Argument leads to assault, being assaulted, fighting back. I told you there was an altercation. So Bobby Brown's sister was right. I truly believe Whitney did have a lot of bruises on her body. Because she said she saw the pictures, the autopsy pictures. And it's funny how the media didn't mention anything about that. It has here accepting a great offer. So an offer was presented to Whitney or definitely to somebody. Okay. Something about accepting a great offer. Situation, self sabotage, negative thinking, depression, feelings and thoughts of despair, feels empty. So for me to get this, she definitely wasn't in a good headspace, you know. And the fact that Whitney was hanging around people that was not for her highest good, that's self sabotage in itself. Okay, she was not. Let me just say this: she was not using good judgment when it comes to those that she allowed to get in her inner circle, those she allowed to get close to her. Situation, self sabotage, negative thinking, depression, feelings and thoughts of despair, feels empty. It has here they know this situation is personal to them. It has here the first card was present event. So this pretty much like lead up to the present, okay? As far as before the unthinkable had happened, it has here someone put something in my drink. Oh, okay. Someone put something in my drink. I was drugged and impaired. And let me say this: Leola Brown said that Whitney was trying to clean herself up. If many of you, saw any of her video, Bobby Brown's sister, she definitely an advocate for Whitney, trying to be, her voice, shall I say? In so many words, she was saying that Whitney was trying to, clean herself up. But anyway, but this would make sense right here. Someone put something in my drink. I was drugged and impaired. So you can imagine you trying to fight off somebody. It's definitely hard. It has here, tell your, and has a question mark. Tell your. And another card came out right behind it. Let me see. What was that card? It came out right behind it. Hold on. Okay. When a friend sabotages you, you're caught off guard. Now it says when a friend. Now who else is this other friend? All I know is Ray J was there. And it looked like somebody else was there also, a friend of Ray J's. It says when a friend sabotages you, you're caught off guard. The spirit is talking. Now this is interesting. It says 3 or 4 males slash mans. So yeah, it was definitely more people in that hotel. Hiding in plain sight, not far. Drug dealer selling illegal drugs. So the spirit is saying, yeah, a drug dealer was there too. And also, he was hiding in plain sight, not far from the hotel when everything went down. Condescending, acting as if you know everything, not open to new ideas. Some messages I won't. Some messages I won't show. It's not that I'm trying to be funny, but I feel like this right here. I'm trying to stick strictly to, what's the spirit is saying about Whitney. Let me just say that I feel like this right here would be pretty much going down the rabbit hole because it's speaking about trafficking and all of that, and I'm not trying to go there. All right, so I'm trying to stick to what I feel that we need to know. That car that came out hidden in plain sight, not far. This one right here. I truly believe it's talking about the drug dealer. Okay. Now, with that being said, this right here says check near abandoned houses, warehouse, and buildings. I truly believe when an individual, when what went down with Whitney, let me just say that the individual got missing, and they probably went into some kind of areas like this. But it really no need for them to run because it was covered up anyway. Received a call or text, meet up with someone they know. So if that's the case, this would be on the phone. Oh, but if they covered it up, okay, they could have deleted it as far as who all she was communicating with. And then they probably didn't even check Ray J phone at all. At the end of the day, yeah, look at that. And Bobby Brown's sister did say that it was drugs in her system. Mm. Okay, I'm going to start on another deck when I finish this. It has here false self-image, and this speaks volume when it comes to these celebrities. They never really show us the real us, shall I say. There was a side to Whitney I didn't even know until I saw, that reality show Whitney did with Bobby Brown. I didn't even know she smoked cigarettes. But anyway, it has here a false self-image. History of violence within their family unit, disharmony. Talking about Whitney's. Now that's why I like to switch it up with my cards because I always say the truth doesn't change, and when my messages start repeating themselves, okay, they need to be looked at. Fighting back, being overpowered, too many, two or three or more. This is like somebody was holding her down or something. I don't know if Ray J was distracted while this was what's going on, but yeah, she was definitely in an altercation with somebody. From setback to comeback. So this is proof right here that she was trying to, get herself together. Joker. The Joker will be the suspect, okay, family? Joker showing no emotion, insensitive to others' feelings. Situation. Trickster around, cunning and crafty, uses tricks to steal, and a liar. And they knew that, they knew who they was dealing with. Whitney was this mega star. I feel like they were just trying to get her all high and take advantage of her. I'm serious. I need to leave now. This environment is too dangerous and toxic. A risk. And she wasn't lying. But she wasn't able to leave. She felt trapped. Now, only her loved one would know this to be true. And if her ex sister in law saw this video, Leola Brown, she would know this to be true. It has here a missing tooth. Okay? Leola did say that she saw pictures, okay, of Whitney. I think her autopsy, she saw those pictures, and Whitney had bruises all over her body. But this did not come out in the public. So I'm wondering, did Whitney have a missing tooth due to being punched, if you know what I mean, in the face? I was fooled and lied to, caught up in their scam. A new person enters my circle of friends. Who is this new person? Has a decision to make, didn't use good judgment. Running from their troubled past, not looking back, seeking a fresh new start. So this lets you know that Whitney was definitely trying to, get back on track. She was looking forward, to the future. Whitney did not commit no suicide, okay? And I truly believe that she did not die in the bathtub by accident, as far as falling asleep, and that can happen. And people, I'm not gonna say to do drugs, but that can happen. If you, buzz, due to drinking or doing drugs and you fall asleep. But I feel like it happened somewhere in that hotel. okay? And she was moved to the bathroom for it to look staged, okay? This is someone that's moving, this is someone that's looking forward to life and, you know, want a fresh start. I'm not gonna say that she still wasn't dibbling dabbling, but it looked like she was trying to get herself together. Clothes are being taken off due to sexual acts or encounter. And she was found, naked in the bathtub. It's the key words that I look for. Who knows? She could have had clothes on, and her clothes could have been removed, and they could have placed her in the bathroom, the bathtub. And it has here foul play. Look like to me they trying to make it an open and shut case so they can close it up like they always do when it comes to these celebrities. Mm. And yes, none of this is my opinion. This is something else. I'm getting ready to start on my celebrity Hollywood deck, and then I'm going to end this reading. I thank you all for your love, your being patient. I appreciate you. It's not easy doing these kind of readings, I tell you. Alrighty. I'm going to use this deck right here. My other homemade deck, see, I think it is. Let's see. Anything Spirit wants to know about Whitney, due to the fact that she has been in this beast industry of Hollywood. That's my nickname for it, family. The beast industry. Anything Spirit wants to know concerning Whitney Houston. See, throw things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light concerning Whitney Houston. Anything that was going on with her while she was in the industry. Anything Spirit wants to know about Whitney Houston while she was in the industry in Hollywood. Anything the Spirit wants to know about Whitney Houston while she was in the industry in Hollywood. Okay, this is quite thick, family, so I'm going to hold it like this and pour from the top, okay? Alrighty. I'm going to just put this. I just hold on to it like this, okay? I want to be transparent with me. If you can see my hand now, okay? I'm going to hold on to this and we'll go from there. Okay. Hold up. Remember, none of this is my opinion. I'm just the messenger. Now, Whitney did grow up in church. Um, I'm sure she was quite religious, okay? But anyway, it has here spiritual development they are not pursuing. Industry clean up hire agent that covers up and protects their interests. Let me read that again. Now, many of you see how thick this is. I shuffled it. This deck is still in my hand. Industry cleans up hire agent that covers up and protects their interests. So this was an industry hit. You name it, I have it in here, okay? Shed of blood due to being in rituals. They are tired of playing the game as a puppet for fame. Dealing with a narcissist, thinking very highly of oneself, lacking empathy for others, arrogant, self centered. And this is what she was dealing with, family. I wonder who this is. I let me be the judge. Now, this is what the spirit was saying about Whitney, okay? Lack self love. The lover slash couple, they choose to put the blinders on. Their desires for the other is stronger than their. Hold on, let me read this one more time, okay? Woo! Lack self love. The lover slash couple, talking about Whitney and Ray J, they choose to put the blinders on. Their desires for the other is stronger than their self respect. Wow. That's like being with someone that it's not even for your highest good, and you just let them run over you, but it can be due to lust, or just your desire to be with the individual. You just put up with whatever, okay? You're not even operating in self love and self respect for yourself. Whatever they give you, whatever they dish out, you take it. Isn't that interesting? And that is so sad. I gotta read that again. Lack self love, the lover slash couples. Now let me say this real quick. If this is not Whitney and Ray J, this could have been the energy with Whitney and her ex husband Bobby Brown. Okay, but anyway, I let me be the judge. Lack self love, the lover slash couple, they choose to put the blinders on. Their desires for the other is stronger than their self respect. Upset, mentally and emotionally unbalanced. Back and forth, in and out of toxic, unhealthy relationships. So even when she with Ray J, their relationship wasn't healthy either. And you see how he is with his current wife, Princess. That relationship is a joke. Let me just say that. As you see, look what Princess put up with for whatever reason. Now the spirit talking about Whitney relationship with Ray J, okay? This relationship union will not last. Hook up for all the wrong reasons. I can't make this up. The spirit's talking. I truly believe it was due to lust. I'm just keeping it real with your family. Yeah. Getting caught up in the drama. And once again, drugs is playing a part, using drugs. So she was still dibbling dabbling. They feel trapped and once out of the industry. And I think I did hear somebody say that Whitney was arguing with Clive Davis before, her passing. I don't know. 'Cause I think she had attended some kind of party also, but the timeline of it, I'm not sure. If it was like a few days before her death or weeks. But anyway, has no interest of thoughts of marriage at this time. No, Whitney was not thinking about getting married. Whitney was doing her. Behind the scenes in their life, full of drama, no peace of mind. Being exposed, going to jail, charges coming. It's the key words that I look for, family. What stands out to me is being exposed. And I feel like this has a lot to do with, you know, um, the people talking, the gossip about, things that was going on with Whitney behind the scenes due to her drug use. Okay. But as far as somebody going to jail and charges coming, um, I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. um, unless due to what was going on behind the scenes, she could have been threatening somebody. I'm not really sure what this means unless due to the conflict that was going on behind the scenes, she could be popping off the mouth threatening somebody, saying that they're going to jail. She's going to expose somebody because when I used the first sets of when I used my first spread, it was mentioned something about somebody about Whitney was coming into to some information about somebody, hearing the truth about somebody. But anyway, I'm just a messenger. It's like a puzzle that put the pieces together, okay? But it has said something about being exposed, okay? Um, Going to jail, charges coming. The only thing I can think of is unless, Whitney was letting somebody have it, you know, due to this altercation that was going on behind the scenes. And she could have been letting them know that they're going to jail. That's the only thing I could think of. Or somebody could have had something else on her. Like I said, it's the key words that I look for. The spirit said I don't have to shuffle. I'm gonna go around one more time. I'm gonna end this reading. As you see, I've already pre-shuffled. Look. All right, I'm gonna stop right here. All I'm going to say is, I know Whitney had attended some kind of party, all right? And I think they left that party because she was with Ray J, and they went back to the hotel. And it looks like, from what I'm seeing here, you know, it was a lot of people that was there, okay? I don't know if it was like an upstairs and downstairs type of thing. And I think she was found upstairs, I believe, in the bathroom. But anyway, it looked like they definitely had some associates, some people that was there, okay? But anyway, at the end of the day, according to the spirit, Whitney was surrounding herself due to not using good judgment. Now she was surrounding her. She was surrounding herself around a lot of people that did not have her best interests, and they didn't really care about her. Okay, it's pretty much what they can get out of due to being around somebody like her. Okay, and then the fact, she could have been still dipping and dabbling with drugs. You know, they were pretty much just taking advantage of her, shall I say, and using her. Something about question contracts. It has here a female friend. And I think I heard they say Brandy was there also. Ray J's sister. I heard something about she had showed up also. So I don't know if she's the female friend. And this was like before Whitney had passed. A sellout to the industry, self-sacrifice puppet. And that's what the spirit is saying about Whitney, okay? Now this came out twice. Very ambitious, showing strong desires, determination for success to succeed, forceful and demanding. So according to the spirit, she was very ambitious. It came out twice. Very ambitious, willing to do whatever, even sacrifice themselves or others. Yes, not giving in, standing their ground behind the scenes. So Whitney was definitely putting up a good fight. Okay. No, she was not chilling in a tub all high and dozed off and drowned. That's not what I'm seeing here. She was in an altercation with somebody. It looked like more than one individual, to tell you the truth. And they covered it. They covered this ish up. It has here male friend. Who is this male friend? Was it Ray J? Sold out for fame. The industry, they wanted me to join their secret group. I said no. And you know what? I believe that. Music artists falling from grace. Someone in the industry is abusing their power. I wonder who that is. Allegedly, Clive Davis. And I wonder if he was the one that went to her and wanted her to attend those Hollywood mansions, shall I say, those parties. And she said, hell to the no, no, no. Once again, falling from grace. And we already know this. The spirit's this is confirmation. Um, Witness deceased. Not happy, just faking it for the cameras. You know why she wasn't happy? Because she felt powerless. She couldn't say what she wanted to say. She couldn't really do what she wanted to do. Because she was bound by that satanic contract. Wow, this is interesting. So Whitney knew about this also. It has here question what they know about adrenochrome, Hollywood blood harvesting. So Whitney knew about it. And I can imagine somebody wanted her to, even though she knew about it, I can imagine Whitney maybe, being at these parties and seeing what's going on, and she was so turned off. So she knew. She knew about it. Their handler, now I got you talking about a handler, didn't I? And I truly believe Ray J was her handler. Cause Bobby wasn't around, he wasn't around no more, so they had to put somebody around to be watching her. Their handler, caretaker that spies on them, keeping them in check. And lastly, they know that they are being talked about. They are so unbothered. I know that's right, because her killer, this world's over with. Oh, rest in power, Whitney. Mm, rest in power, sister. You will forever be missed. And we love you. And we thank you for the wonderful, great music. For they said that your nickname was the voice, and yes, you was definitely the voice. This is my reading on the legendary, the late Whitney Houston. May she rest in power.